How you doing? We have kind of an interesting saw. It's a Johnsred 2171 here. What do you think of that?
She's a beauty.
Locked up.
Sure it's not just high compression?
I actually built this saw a few years ago. We're going to take this apart, see just what happened. This was a personal saw of mine, and I actually let Daryl Burzes have it. And I didn't put a bottom end in it. I was using it around the friggin' horse pasture, cutting things up. And we did a nice mild little build on it, and let's just see what happened to this thing. But first, we got something to open. I'm pretty excited about this. We got a package from Caffeinated Squirrel. I know what it is. I think I know what it is. He puzzled me for a minute. Caffeinated Squirrel from Australia. He mentioned that commented on a video. Well, he actually emailed me. I think he heard on a video that I needed a torch, and he got me for about 30 seconds on that. I got remembered. Oh, okay. Little flashlight. So we're gonna put this little sucker together and just see what we got. I love having boxes to put things in. Pretty cool, huh? Let's just see what we got here. Wasn't that nice of him? I know it's little things like this mean just as much to me as if somebody give me $1,000. You wanna know the truth? I really, for a long time, I had a hard time when somebody sent me gifts. But I got thinking, I send gifts out to people all the time. And if they want to do it, I'll let them. I do not in any way want you to send me anything. Unless it's something you already had on your mind and you really, truly want me to have it. Nice little torch. Now, that's going to be freaking handy. I'm going to let Colin put this together while I'm tearing on this saw. I'm going to let him put the batteries in. It's got instructions and everything. It seems like a nice little unit.
I'm going to do the training on this. I don't know.
Okay, I guess the first thing we got to do is find the right tools. Find out why this sucker got locked up. We'll take the handle off and a couple things here, and we'll keep coming back and visiting. Something I do is I blow them off fairly good before I even start. I love these Rubbermaid bins. I don't buy the generic ones. I want that lid to stay on if I drop that. It just makes my life so much nicer. It really does. Full wrap on this, on Daryl. How'd you like that?
Right in the washes.
What does it do?
Two stages.
Let me see.
Super bright.
Oh God.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
Spotlight some deer with that. I mean, look around for your shoes. I think.
Okay. It's got low.
It's super bright.
And high. Oh my goodness sakes. Isn't that nice? Look at that. That's tiny little sucker. We're well lit in here, I'm telling you. Hey, Caffeinated Squirrel. This is staying on my bench. I just tell you that right now. This is a useful tool. This, you guys come up with some of the greatest ideas. I just love it. I really do. Sunday, guys. This is my time. I'm helping a friend here. Just see what we did here. And this is going to be a neat one to follow on Sundays, I think. I think we're going to make this a Sunday on the days that it ain't raining. Which it's not raining today, but it's so wet I can't do nothing. I'm looking forward to being able to spend more time with you guys. I'm going to try. I know we got about 2 weeks. As soon as it dries out, let's just call it 2 weeks of hard going outside. And then and I'll try to get a video in every week or two. But if you want to know the truth, all my life I worked on saws. This for a long time, as an adult, and I truly enjoy it. I'm not gonna say it's a cheap hobby, but it's way cheaper than race cars.
Oh.
Way cheaper than dirt bikes. Well, sometimes. But you can get a little bonkers. At least you ain't got to spend $3,000 on a freaking saw and then put another grand in it, huh?
Yeah, if you spend $3,000, you're probably not gonna have to put much more in it.
Yeah. So we're just gonna put her along and see what we end up with here. Give me a few minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, we got the top end part. It only took, what, 10 minutes?
Maybe.
And got my screws loosened. And I thought I'd give you a little shot on this. Took fuel line off, throttle cable, choke rod, impulse line. So everything's ready to take apart. I don't often show taking these saws apart like this, so maybe it's kind of a nice thing to do. We'll see.
It's going to be like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Is that it?
Take that off.
That's Colin. He's in the house today.
Now.
We're barbecuing. I want you to know that. Big old pork roast. It's on the freaking grill right now. We got one of the pellet grills. Colin bought it. He likes high tech. Something makes smoke. It's a smoker. Oh, that's probably a 6 pound, 7 pound roast. Just a pork butt. Nothing special. Just cheap. When you get done with it, it's good. I used my favorite rub on them. I trimmed the fat off the outside of them. Put my favorite rub on them. Rub it in. 300 degrees for 45 minutes to an hour first side. Same thing with the second side. It cooks all the fat out of it pretty much. When you start seeing liquid come out, wrap it in foil real tight and cook it for another 3 hours, 4 hours. You got yourself a pork roast. Oh, I got another one, don't I? And I'll tell you what, we're gonna do some squash and green peppers and mushrooms, onions. Gonna put them in foil and put them on the top shelf of the grill for that last hour, maybe hour and a half. We're gonna have that with it. Rain! Oh my goodness sakes, guys! Rain, rain, rain! Just been terrible. It's just been bad. Interesting.
Something got in there. What happened?
Paper.
It's on the crank, I bet.
We're doing our inspection. I'm going to show you. We got a big old chunk of bearing in there somewhere. Okay. I'm going to get this wiped off. I'm going to let Colin grab that camera and just kind of show you where we're at, guys. And, well, he ain't going to be able to do as well as I can probably, but he's got it. Look at that right there. Metal went through it. From the bottom end. We lost the bearing. It chunked her out pretty good. The cylinder. Right here's the intake side. Kind of wiped her, didn't it? Cylinder actually looks good. When you lose the bearing in the bottom end, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, that's catastrophic. Bad things happen real fast. See, that took out that top end. But on the exhaust side, it was just beautiful. It is Just bad damn bearing. What the hell? Look at this, Colin. What am I seeing right there? I gotta have young eyes. Right here. Let me turn this around so you can see it. That piece of metal right there.
Yeah, looks like a piece of wire.
Damn piece of wire. You think you can pull it out? Do I need to turn that for you? Colin's my helper. He's my eyes too. We're gonna get this out, ain't we?
No.
Okay, I know what to do.
They gotta roll it over or something.
What we gotta do.
Longer needle nose.
What we gotta do.
And they can roll it and they can pull up at the same time.
Just spin that. I was wondering if it was a circlip.
Yeah, it looks like.
Guess what? Circlip come out. Okay, I'm gonna show this to you. You'll be able to see. I never do circlips, but see that?
Yeah.
That circlip come right out of that. Okay, that's what we got going on, guys. This may not be a bit too bad of a fix. Let's just see what's going. The whole deal is. I've never seen a circlip actually go down through. I guess when you got big enough transfers, they'll go where they want, won't they? Yeah, this got pretty good size transfers. Let me just see what I can do here. But it didn't do it any good, I can tell you that.
That's all it takes to wreck us off.
All right, right there it is. That's the circlip. That one got straightened out. It'll happen once in a blue moon. Yeah, my circlips were in the right position. You either put them up, the gap up or down. It is just something that happens. Rod bearing's good. Saw roll's good. Think flush this out with a little fuel oil. Clean debris out of it. We might just see what we got here. This is going to make it kind of fun, ain't it? I'll be damned. Well, let's just see what we come up with. I got an idea. Just happen to have a few parts laying around for this saw. We got her cleaned up, taken care of, new cylinder, everything. Guess what we've got? Brand new, high quality. I mean, good bearings in this. We went back to 50 millimeter because I had a Weisco for standard bore. Good port work. I mean, good port work. The cylinder is matched to the cases. The cases have been filled in with JB Weld and flowed. So we're doing a Johnson Red proper, okay? I'm just letting you know that because Daryl's our buddy. Eric, what do you think, buddy? So what I'm doing is just buttoning this saw up. And if everything goes right, we're going to hear this darn thing run. I would hope. Oh, I need to put my handle with... I need to put my handle with my hat. There's little things you got to do in certain orders. And there's my hat. That's what I call a hat. You put that, here's your chain brake. This is the chain side. This is obviously the starter side. Put it in from the inside, like that. Okay? Then when you tighten your bolt, it doesn't pinch this. Yeah, I done that when I first started working on saws like this one. And I wasn't sure what was going on. So anyway, we got that in there like that. We're going to put a starter on. You put them on, just before you even try it, just give it a little tug. It'll pop right in, right where you want it every time. It's just got to line up with them dogs. That's what it's got to do. And I've got to have my green one. Just spin this little bugger together here. And let's see if we can get her to tech, huh? Probably next Sunday you'll see this saw finished. Monday, the video is about our Blue Thunder. I'm real close to being able to fire that saw. Got just a few loose ends. Did pretty good the other day on it. As I got about 4 saws I want to run. We got a big old chunk of oak that I want to run them in over to my brother's. Yeah, it's pretty good size. It really is. 30 inch, something like that. I didn't measure it. Okay. I'm going to button this up and we'll talk about it. Believe it or not, we found a dang old pork chop in the muffler. Eric Nelson run the saw last.
Eric.
How you doing the pork chops?
Can't cook them that way.
Yeah, all burn up and stuff. I plugged it, yeah. No, that ain't what happened. We're just teasing. Eric and Daryl both great friends, so we get along good. And we tease each other because you got to. I think I have this saw ready to fire. So we went from a broken saw to what we got here. Now I'm going to explain something to you. This cylinder's got machining. It does. A little more than I normally would do. This is as far as I would go for somebody's logging. I don't like any further than this. I'll tell you honestly. It does have the Weiss coat, like I said. And I told you what we did. We flowed the cases there, matched the cylinder, the whole 9 yards. That's got great parts, brand new bearings, brand new seals. We got everything. I guess thing to do is just sit here and see if I can pull it over and make it run, huh? You gotta get a little fuel up. Oh, these are buggers sometimes. Well, let me check a few things over and see where we went wrong. We ain't gone wrong nowhere. It's just, I know this could be a bugger to start first time. I had Colin go get me a little bit of primer fuel. We're gonna give her a little dose, see what that does. Here's your cap, Colin. And hopefully that'll make a difference. It ain't, yeah, it is it. Sometimes you gotta pull on them. I better check spark plug. Okay, I found it, and I'm working on it. I put the darn ignition switch in backwards, so we just got to change that real quick. If I can do this without losing my darn wires. We're going to get her. I feel it coming. I'll tell you what, when you get days like this, sometimes you just got to call it the art of madness. That's what it is. Now I got the darn thing flooded. I know I got it flooded. So, will it start or won't it? We're going to find out. So, by having this switch in upside down, what it effectively did when I turned it on, I was shutting it off. We did it. Boy, that's got a lot of throat to it, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
A lot of throat to it. That's a nice little heat cycle. Keep the RPMs within reason. All it's got to do is be run in. We need to put a bar on it, don't we? It's not going to be today because we got things we're doing, but it is running. It is. This actually is a factory cylinder that I did up for this. So we got that going for it. I know one thing, it's dirty still. Colin, you didn't watch the Saw?
I'm lazy.
He ain't lazy.
There's Eric. Pork Chop Eric. That's who didn't watch
Is that who did it?
Old Pork Chop.
Old buddy Eric. I gotta say one thing. That saw was running beautiful. It really was. Not a surprise. These guys take good care of their saws. This John Thread plastic's just a bit different for me. This has been a nice Sunday for me, honestly. I kind of got a charge out of doing this one. There was a lot of pre-planning and things already done, but you know that, don't you? Just to make this happen. So we have a winner here. I'm going to call this a win. That's what I'm going to call it. Yeah, this is a nice saw. We're going to put it right back here in a second to 100% all John Thread. Not many people do the John Threads as much as they do the 372s, because there weren't as many of them around. There really weren't. I think we need to... Boy, this smelled like it had race gas in it. It must have been just...
That was
just
Eric,
that oil.
Eric Spike? Is that the same?
No, it's not. But it did smell like race gas. Here we got filter. Darn old filter on. Top cover. Okay, we got that far. Now what we got to do is get my Windex. Everything's supposed to be sitting right beside me. Okay, give her a little spray down. Not trying to get real carried away on clean right this second because we're not done yet. I have other things I got to look at. We got to give it a few heat cycles. That's funny on that switch. Upside down switch. Everybody's human in that. Yeah, it happens. It does. This full wrap bar, by the way, is for a 372 Husky. You can re-drill the holes on this right side. I'll show you. So if you want, on your 2171 or 2172, there's the original holes right there and there. You get the 372 full wrap, lay them out, and drill that hole in that hole. The bottom ones are right. That's how you get the wrap on it, quite honestly. The good looking little saw right here, ain't it? Boy, we got to get one of them new, don't we? That'd be nice. It really would. You want something to look good? Make it shine. Yes, sir. Believe it or not, that stuff does another thing. We actually use the dirt bike stuff the most, not that showroom stuff. Because it repels dirt. You clean your saw up, you just spray that with that dirt bike. I don't know what the hell that's called. Do you remember? What we use on dirt bikes anyway, it repels mud and everything. Works good on saws. It really does. Boy, I think I need a cup of coffee. You get that way at the end of the day? Yes, sir. This was a fast, dirty project right here. But it was already set up for success, okay? Other than that darn pork chop.
Eric,
we put that pork chop. Okay, so presentable, decent, good work saw right here, guys. Been a pleasure today, really has. It's something lighthearted. It wasn't nothing goofy. This is Sunday. I hope you guys have enjoyed your Sunday as much as I have, and stay tuned. We got some exciting stuff coming up. We're going to be running a Blue Thunder 660 here right directly. We have a 272 that we're going to run, and we get these things all done and ready to go out the door. We're going to build a 372 for Dan Caminetti. He's got one next. I have another guy's saw here that I want to slip in at some point, and but we'll talk about that. Okay, that's it for now. Goodbye.